Welcome to the channel. I am Ladewaybac, and today, to wrap up my week with Soul Badguy, I'll be showing you what I've learned and how to win with this character. When it comes to Soul, at least combo wise, he has a bunch of different routes that he can take, but for this guide I'm going to go over the ones that I found to be most effective. Starting with the light punch, or crouching and high, they're pretty basic, but can be cancelled into forward light punch. And also after that can be cancelled into a DP for, a little bit more damage there. Or you can just do the projectile for, a little bit of setup here, so they can't come right at you. Next we have kick. Now if you're far away from your opponent, it's one hit, but if you're close, it is 2 hits. Now with the kick, from either the close or the far version, you can cancel into a forward slash, and the forward slash can cancel into a special, which you'll use to end a lot of your combos. Now with kick, it has a very fast startup, so I believe it's 3 or 4 frame startup. So usually when you come from an air attack onto your opponent, that's what you want to open up with, as it'll usually connect with your opponent. And then you can just combo afterwards. So when you're doing an air attack, that's what you want to land with. Last but not least, kick also serves as a anti-air. So we have Kai here doing a heavy slash, a jumping heavy slash. So we can just kick him right out of the sky. Now we also have a combo that can go along with that, which I'll show you right now. Or you can even add a slash in there. Now you can make both of those slashes, but there's stricter timing, so I suggest that you just use a kick and a slash, or both kicks in the air. Now let's say you have your opponent in the corner and they're trying to jump out. Our jumping kick can also cancel into a dust attack, which will bounce the opponent off the wall. So if they want to jump out and they're jumping towards you and you're on the ground, here's a combo that you can do. Just like that. Okay, now we are on to the slash button. Now, I'm sure you're all aware, unless you're new to Guilty Gear, that when you're playing Soul or against Soul, you'll see a lot of slash using. As you can see, it comes out very fast, and the only thing the opponent can do is he can DP, maybe grab if you're close, or he can use the overdrive. So like, as soon as you think your opponent is going to hit a button, which they'll most likely try to jab out of if you're hitting slash, is hit the heavy. As soon as you think they're going to hit a button, you hit a heavy, and then you will get the counter, which I'll show you right now. So here we have Kai hitting the jab button, as hitting punch as soon as we hit him with the slash. So as you can see, we can't do multiple slashes then. That's the only thing he can use to stop us. So as soon as now that we know that he's going to hit a button, that's when we hit the heavy and get that counter. And usually you want to follow that up with a bandit revolver. Now let's say we get a hit with slash. We're going to follow with a heavy and do a bandit revolver, and that's the basic combo that we'll be doing mid-screen. Now Soul tends to build tension very fast, so usually you'll have enough to Roman cancel into. And that's when we want to close slash, down heavy, and then we're going to do the projectile, which is this. Oh, let me try that again. Then kick, forward heavy, blow him away. Now let's say that we're not sure that the opponent is going to be close enough for us to do the gun flame here. And we're not, so if we're not close enough to the wall, we can't do the kick with the follow-up forward slash. So here's an alternative that you can do, just in case you're not sure they're going to hit the wall. Plus we do 5 more damage if we do it this way. or 6 damage rather. Next is close slash. Now close slash, if you notice here, if I do 2 slashes back to back, it'll send the opponent flying, which I cannot follow up with. Same if I do it with a heavy, I can't follow up. So what we want to do instead is, if we know we're going to get a close slash, we want to do a down heavy. If you do the down heavy afterwards, you can connect with that. Or furthermore, if your opponent's in the corner and you do slash and then a heavy, it'll bounce them off the wall, which can set up for a pretty good combo, which I will show you right now. Now, this combo can be very difficult to do, but it feels rather good when you can pull it off. So what we're gonna do is a close slash and then heavy slash, followed with another heavy slash, and then we're gonna do the vortex afterwards. And then after we land the vortex, we're gonna do the kick, and we're gonna cancel that into the forward punch, and then we're gonna do the DP. Now, to maximize the damage, you want to do the close DP, because if we're doing it just kind of away, it'll look like that and do less damage. But if you're like right on them, we got way more damage than that. And just like that, we get some huge damage without doing any Roman cancels. So when they're falling down from the forward punch, you want to make sure they're right next to you. So it could take a little timing. It could take some time to get used to. But so as soon as they're close to you, that's when you do the DP, and then you get the huge damage right afterwards. Next is forward slash. Now it has very good range on it, and it has a big hurt box, so it's very hard to punish. And a good use for forward slash is after we do our regular combo, if we don't have enough tension meter to do the Roman cancel, on wake up we just do the forward slash, and we could get a counter hit, which we can do a good combo off of. Or if you're throwing it out and you get a combo hit, I'll show you the combo that you do afterwards. And you can switch it up if you know your opponent is going to be closer to the wall. Next we have heavy slash. Now heavy slash, you already know you can use it to bounce your opponent off the wall, or you use it after a slash. But the last use that I know of that you can use it for is if you are close to the opponent and you hit a counter. Now if you're close and you hit a counter, you can do a vortex afterwards. Pretty tight timing there. And then you could get a simple combo just like that. Next we have forward heavy slash. Now the only thing I use this move is to at the start of the round, as you know, the opponent will often hit a button, and this is a very fast move, so you can start out using it like that. And the combo I usually do with it is run up kick. Hold on, I'll get it. Just like that, and then you can Roman cancel it. Well, you won't have Roman cancel at the beginning of the match, but you know, if you use it mid-match and you get it, then you can just Roman cancel and then get the wall splat. As you can see, it has some pretty strict timing. And a combo for if you land it in the corner. You can even add Night Raid Vortex into the combo. And while we're on it, we can even do a similar combo with a forward slash. Now for down slash or 2 slash, I don't really see the use for it other than going under a high attack. So normally you just be using standing slash because it's just, you know, way better. And for the down dust attack, which is the sweep, normally you would do the DP afterwards as you get some good damage off of that. And lastly, let's see, our down heavy. I would normally do the kick, but you can get a fairly decent combo off of it. Next we have special moves. Now, first one I'll go over is Gun Flame, which is this right here. Normally, if your opponent is blocking your string and you want something to end with, you can use your Gun Flame for that. Or if you hit it at far back enough range, you can Vortex afterwards and it will land. It's a rare situation, but it could happen, so just be on the lookout for it. Next we have Bandit Revolver. This is a skill that we usually use to end our combo strings with, but you can also use it in the air. So if you're landing like an air-to-air, you can finish with that to get a little extra damage in there. But be careful if it is blocked, as you can get jabbed afterwards. So the recovery is very low, but you can get jabbed, and that's about it. Now, Bandit Bringer can be used as a combo ender, which I normally don't use it for. But what I normally use it for is if I'm doing a lot of air dashes at the opponent and they're used to it and they start anti-airing me, then to switch it up, I just Bandit Bringer, as it will delay in the air and I could catch them off guard. Now, be careful with this move because I believe you're -2 frames afterwards. So you can block afterwards, but if you try to hit a button, you will get hit. And even worse, let me show you. Where is it at? Okay. We'll send this to... Where are you at? To throw. And they can immediately throw you afterwards. So I could try to stop the throw by throwing myself. I can't jump afterwards. You'll just get caught there. So be very careful when using this move, because you will get thrown. Next up is the gun flame feint. This is used to fake out your opponent. So let's say you're doing a bunch of slashes and your opponent's scared and you need him to open up. So you do a couple of these, throw out the feint, do another slash, and it could catch him. Or when he expects you to do the feint, if you've been doing it a lot, then that's when you go for your heavy. And that's about it for that move. Next we have the command grab, which is wild throw. Be careful in missing this, as you can see that it's very apparent that you're open. Now, I would go for this if you know your opponent is about to use a DP, as command throws counter DPs. But be aware that you cannot rage cancel off of this. So if you're just doing the throw, just know that's all you're gonna get. Next we have Vortex. Now this move, it cannot be special canceled, so you can't attack your opponent and then do it afterwards. So you have to do this completely raw. So, and be aware that it is very negative on block. So if you are to use this move and it is blocked, you will get a full combo done on you. And when you do want to use it, you want to make sure that your opponent is doing something like a projectile, because it has a low profile, so it will go under projectiles. And then you get a nice clean counter, and then you could combo afterwards. And another let me set it up real quick. Another use that I like to use it for is like if I know my opponent likes to jump backwards at the beginning of a match, like Ramlethal. Ramlethals love jumping backwards and doing a slash attack as soon as they start the round. So if that's what you're expecting, then at the beginning of the round, just throw it out, and then boom, you got the hit, and you can combo afterwards. Next we have Fafnir. This is a move that I like to use when I wall splat the opponent to send them through the wall, or if I don't have any tension, and I know they're getting up, so if I'm not going to do a far slash after they get up after the combo, then instead I'm going to do a Fafnir. Now in mid screen this can be hard to convert off of, but you are able to do a run up and kick, but the timing is very strict and it's quite hard to do. So I like to vortex instead, which is slightly easier, still hard but slightly easier. And then you can be right on your opponent afterwards. But it's way easier to convert off of if you have your opponent in the corner. You could even use a vortex. And lastly, we have Volcanic Viper. Now the slash version has a quicker recovery. So if you don't want to get punished or you're scared about getting punished, your opponent might miss the opportunity if you're doing the quick one. Now for the heavy version, as you've seen before, if you do it far away, it's less damage, but if you're right on them, it's big damage. Now, if you want to do a really big combo off of this, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to get the close version, and then you're going to have to do the Roman cancel, but the Roman cancel is going to have to be the forward one. Alright, this is going to be Soul's biggest damage combo. So after you get the close hit, do the forward Roman cancel. But when you do the forward Roman cancel, you want to immediately cancel it. Like that. And I'll show you the combo right now. And that is half his health. That is half his health with just one bar of tension. So keep that in mind. Keep in mind that after you do the forward Roman cancel, that is 2 heavies, like as soon as possible, and then another Volcanic Viper heavy version to close it off. You could also do this twice and use Augur Meter for even more damage. So if your opponents already think that he's won, and he has a hard knockdown on you and he's all over you and he thinks the fight is over, then you do that as you're getting up and then do 316 damage to him and prove him wrong. And that is my guide for Soul Badguy. Leave a like if this video has helped you in any way, and subscribe for daily fighting game content. Thanks for watching.